Howdy guys, it's the Dallerfin'd crustacean, back at it with another video, back at with another Resident Evil 2 video. Today we are doing Claire's B scenario speedrun S plus hardcore video. And this is going to be a little bit different. The audio might be a little bit different, but that's because I realized that I could add my audio after the fact of recording, which sucks because I just did a no commentary video with the Gunslinger achievement. But today we're going to be doing Claire's B scenario because it's the last one that I have in S plus, and we have to kind of do Claire's story, especially since um, Sherry is going to be in RE9. So first we're going to start off with my fails, then we'll get to my real run. So this first fail is just me showing you that, you know, this is like one of the first things that we have to do in the run is throw a grenade here. But sometimes it doesn't always go right, and that's just me showing it. This was like one of my first attempts. Like, if you don't get it past that gate, the grenade, the zombies aren't going to fall down. And even if you do get it past the gate, sometimes they don't fall down still. Now, this recording is a little bit weird because I've never seen this happen. There, like, the zombie in this room was just like spawned in there for some reason. It caught me so off guard. But I was like, I'm still gonna go ahead and go. And I was planning on shooting him like to get my way out. But you see, like, I thought he was way across the room and he still grabbed me. So, but I was thinking about restarting, but I was like, you know what? It's only like one of my first few times going in. Let's just see how far I can make it. Um, so, spoiler alert, we don't actually make it that much further. But you're gonna see a little bit of like how I'm going to go about this just in this small little clip. Um, but yeah, I don't know how I feel about the B scenarios. Obviously, I haven't done Claire's B scenario yet on any difficulty. I'm just starting on hard. But Leon's B scenario, I wasn't a huge fan, and it just has to do with this first part. Well, not this first part. It's slightly different. It's not super different, but it is a lot more stressful. This is just me being dumb. Like, I'm trying to, like, reload. She takes forever to reload this gun, and then it was me trying to wait for the crosshairs, and then I literally ran into a zombie. Yeah, if you're gonna fight that zombie out in the room, just, like, step into the actual room to do it. So, I like really love Leon's A scenario, but then I went and played Leon's B scenario. This run I was actually doing really good on, but this scared me a little bit. I was not expecting her to be there, but I actually did pretty good getting out of her way. But yeah, this run I did pretty good. This run and the next run that you're gonna see that were fails. Um, Both of them were fails based off of me not having like inventory space because I actually didn't really know where I was going. It was just me trying to figure out like how I needed to manage my inventory and get to where I needed to go, you know, while managing an inventory that can actually pick everything up because I know I'm going to need to pick everything up because we're going to have to fight 3 final bosses, not just 2. Okay, so anyway, I'm just saying that I prefer to play Leon's A scenario. I think I will also prefer to play Claire's B scenario because obviously Leon's A scenario, that's his actual run. And this is also me showing that this zombie usually walks down the stairs for me, but in the successful run you're gonna see he does not. So that's why I'm showing that. But yeah, this is me like what was I saying? Oh, I like Leon's A scenario, and I think that's because like that's his real scenario. His B scenario kind of feels like I don't know, like it doesn't mesh with me. Claire's A scenario, it's pretty fun. But I think I'll like her B scenario more because I think this is her real story. I think this was how it was supposed to be, you know, played. And I think that the thing that more leans into that is the fact that you can't play Leon's B scenario until you have played Claire's A scenario story, but you can just go ahead and play Claire's B scenario first. Like it's already unlocked once you've beaten the game once. So the reason I did that was I didn't play Claire's B scenario first was because obviously I wanted to record it for the channel. And this is me running down because I realized that my inventory wasn't, good or whatever. And I was like, I haven't made it that far. So let's just go ahead and restart. So now we're going to start off with my successful run. I did leave in the video clips for you. For me, I'm skipping them, but I want to leave in the movie clips for you because we haven't played Claire's story yet for the channel, but just know that there's going to be like a fade in because I didn't actually watch them. I skipped them.
Yeah, I'm almost there. You know me, I'll be fine. I'll be back as soon as I find Chris. Why does everyone think I'm gonna get in trouble? What the? Don't shoot!
Get down! Come on!
What the hell is going on?
I don't know. Hopefully they'll have some answers at the police station.
Wait, you're a cop?
Yeah, Leon Kennedy. You are?
Claire. Claire Redfield.
Claire! Claire, are you okay?
I'm alright! How about you?
Can't stay here, it's not safe!
Go on ahead! I'll meet you at the station!
Okay, so now this is where the real run actually begins. And we're just gonna go ahead and get to the other side. We're gonna already be encountering the helicopter crash because that's when we see Claire again, in Leon's A scenario story. We're just gonna pick up these herbs, we're gonna combine them, and then we're gonna grab the bolt cutters, and then the cutscene's gonna immediately start.
Claire! Hold on! I'll be right there!
Okay!
Claire! It's so nice to see you.
How are you doing? That helicopter just came out of nowhere.
I'm in one piece.
I'm guessing you don't have a key in one of those fancy pockets?
Unfortunately, no. But how are you doing?
You know, just surviving.
That's good.
Yeah.
Any luck with your brother?
No, not yet.
Claire, don't lose hope. I'm sure we're gonna find him. Damn it. You know what that means?
Yeah. Dinner time.
Claire, I think you should go.
Don't worry about me, Leon. You take care of yourself.
Claire, you need to go. Now!
Okay, let's get through this. Both of us.
Okay, so after that, just like immediately run to the right like I did there, or else you will get, or else you will get grabbed. Then we're just gonna run down the stairs here. I ran down like the straight middle because I wanted that one zombie to follow me down. Some people I've watched say stick to the right so he doesn't follow you down the stairs. We put the first gun that we had in the inventory before grabbing the new gun because if we grab the new gun first, it puts the the hot bar switch into the bottom, but I want my pistol at the top. This is me throwing the grenade. Obviously that zombie I was talking about didn't follow me down, and the reason I wanted him to follow me down, even though some people say to try and keep to the right so that he doesn't follow you down, is because sometimes if he doesn't follow you down the stairs to where you have to shoot him in the kneecap to get by, like all the zombies up top will be in random spots. And that's, it's kind of the same no matter what you do. Sometimes those zombies on random spots. I'll just stick to the right there so that zombie doesn't grab you. I have had him grab my leg. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna grab some stuff. I forgot what I was talking about before. This is going so fast. Like, I was running like crazy, and I didn't even know where exactly I was gonna go. I was kind of just seeing how it will go, which is why, I wasn't like recording my voice in the video in the first place, was because I was just kind of seeing what I could do, how I could manage my inventory, which is why I had a couple of quits where I was kind of messing up with how I needed to, do my inventory properly. And I wasn't really worried about getting my, audio captured or whatever for the video in question. Sometimes you do have to dodge him, but he was just like sitting against the wall there for me. I wasn't really worried about recording my voice for this because I wanted to try this audio. I might play it back and I might hate the way the audio sounds, or it might be too loud. I'm not sure. I'll probably have to tone it down. The zombie isn't here again. He was never here for me ever again before. And, obviously you saw in my Leon A scenario, he never spawned in that office. For my Leon B scenario, he never spawned in that office. And for my Clay Air scenario, he never spawned in that office. So that's why I wanted to show that clip of just him randomly being in there. I have no idea why he was in there. But you see, we're going to go and grab the ammo. We're not going to go and grab the heal from the bathroom like we did in Leon's run. But we're going to come in here and grab the board, and we're going to grab the pistol ammo, and we're going to run back. Sometimes the zombie in that room where he one time spawned in the office will come out of that door. So that's me just looking, making sure I don't need to shoot him in the kneecap or something. This is me not being stupid and actually like walking into the room. Now, did you see that I got the critical hit there? We are gonna get so many look, we got another one. We are gonna get so many. You're gonna see me debate later on whether I should quit this run or not, because I thought that I screwed myself on my inventory. We're gonna walk here because there's gonna be a liquor here, and that's one of the things that I really like about the B scenario, is that a liquor is in this hallway. It just makes sense because you see the body shredded up there. Like, obviously a liquor has been down this way, and I know he comes later after we're dealing him with he's here when we're dealing with Mr. X. But I think it makes more sense for him to always be here because we see that shredded zombie, you know? Anyway, what was I saying before we even walked in that hall? I'm sorry, guys. Oh, with the like headshots, we get so lucky with the crit shots in this recording, and this was like my eighth attempt, and I promise you guys, we were not that lucky in the other 7 attempts. We were wasting ammo out the wazoo. Like, we got so lucky in this run, which is why one of the main reasons why I didn't end up quitting. When you're gonna see me think that I messed up with my inventory, that's me just making sure he's dead. Out of all the attempts that I did, the fat zombie always went down after the second shot, and look at that, another crit. So we're gonna walk in here, we're gonna put in the code 109. It's just gonna be bullets that we can grab later, but first we're gonna go grab the key card, so we're not gonna go ahead and grab that now. You can, I just thought that like the 2 seconds that it added would be too much. I don't know what I was thinking. I just thought I'd be cool going. let's input the code now and then come back later. And I wasn't actually trying to be cool. I don't know why I did it, but another thing about the B scenario, I feel like it's so random with like the different codes that it changes. Like you'd think it would change all or none of the codes, but some of the codes are the exact same and then others are different. That's obviously not like an issue or anything, but I just thought that that was weird because all these codes are the same, 9157, NED, and MRG, all of that for that. And then, you know, obviously, like usually in my Leon's A run, we would have already had the key by now because we would have ran up to the 3rd floor. But we're going to have to do a lot of coming back here for my second save. And I think my second save is probably going to be the hardest save because you're going to see something different here. I'm actually going to save before we fight the Birkin. Before we fight William Birkin, we're going to save because I thought I got far too lucky here with like how much bullets I got, you know, just making it through in general, because honestly I didn't know what I was doing. And as you see, they both fell down, and then that was a crit shot, like another crit shot, and then that's me making sure she's dead and she was lying. I hate that. I got screwed on some other on my Leon B and my Claire A with stuff like that, where I would shoot them after they're dead and like that, and they wouldn't flinch, and then I'd walk past them and they'd grab my ankle, and I'd be like, what the heck? But luckily we weren't walking past her, she couldn't grab our ankle, you know, and it was fine. But we're gonna go ahead and put basically everything in our inventory. We're gonna go grab some more stuff before we actually head up. But I'm just trying to speed through this as fast as I can because, you know, Claire's A run took, you know, 20 minutes longer, I think, for me to do it. You know, I don't actually know if this actually does anything, nor do I know if the one that we put on the clicker hallway does anything. I assumed it would, like it did, you know, for Leon's A run, but putting this one up here, I just figured why not since it was right there. You know, a zombie already came through. Is there actually going to be another one that comes through? I don't actually know. So a lot of this is pretty similar. I'm actually accidentally going to pick something up here. So just so if you're following this for some reason, I mean, no one watches my videos, but if somebody is watching this, don't put in the codes or try to open the locker so that it's safer. I mean, so that it's faster when we come back, because you might accidentally pick up, you know, those bullets like I did. But it's fine, it's fine. We do okay. We don't have to delete anything, and we actually make it to our first save with a decent amount of time. But one of the main differences about this B scenario is that Mr. X will come out after you've grabbed the battery. I think that is what his, you know, what triggers him is when you grab the battery for the bomb. So we're going to try and do as much as possible before we do that. This is going to be me getting the bomb out of my inventory. And as you can notice, we're shooting far more zombies than we ever did in Leon's A speedrun. And that is because when I did, you know, when I did Leon's B scenario, we needed to do that because we have to come back here and we have to deal with a lot. So that's why I did that. And yeah, so here we're gonna kill all the zombies down here. Yet another crit. Amazing, very lucky. Like, I'm telling y'all, I wasted like 50 shots or something every other run, but this run was loving me or taking pity on me. I'm not sure which. And this is me thinking I kind of might have screwed up, but I didn't want to restart. Like I was like, okay, so that this is also me pausing because I'm just trying to think like what can I do? But then I was like, you know what? Let's just do it. I'll just input the codes and come grab the stuff later when Mr. X is chasing us, and that's what we do. I actually didn't remember the codes here you see me going through. I swore it was torch, but I went ahead and guessed harp, and I was right. No, I was wrong. It's the level, I think. Yeah, it's the level. So a lot of these codes I didn't even know, but you know, for some reason I was able to figure it out. You know, just because I have watched some like tutorials or whatever, some guides or whatever, but I only watched them once or twice. I don't actually remember, but I guess my subconscious remembers because I'll be like, you know what, that picture looks right, and then I'll get it. But obviously I did, uh, you know, I thought we could get away without him waking up, and yet there's another critical, so hell, I'll take it. And we're gonna grab the ammo over here, and then we're gonna run. We're gonna do the lion statue puzzle yet again. I don't remember this one, but somehow I get it. Somehow I remember. I, I think I kind of like subconsciously was like, this was where I remember the torch being, and the lion's the supposed king of the jungle, so I was like crown, and then the last thing I actually did remember that it was the bird. Now I don't know who this lady is. I remember from Leon's Beast scenario, and there's another crit, but every other run that I was doing, she wasn't there, so I don't know where she came from. This is me using the key and thinking that that was the last door. I had completely forgotten that I hadn't used it, at the bottom. But I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and see what I can grab in here. But I forgot that the key card was in here, and I was like, dang, am I screwed? Should I restart? And that's why I keep looking at my inventory like that. But then I realized that we'll be fine because we can put the book and the statue in, get the jewel, and then we can go ahead, put the jewel in the case since we're still carrying it, and we can get the shield or whatever. After you grab this, a licker will drop down. Don't worry, he won't like immediately know where you are. You can just walk past him as long as you stick to the left. And after we stick to the left, we're going to go ahead and grab that key card for the, it's not the shotgun for Claire, it's the grenade rounds. Now, I always thought that the grenade rounds were were stronger than the shotgun, but I don't think it is. This is me realizing I can grab the herb because I have a red herb, so it's like everything is just going right for me. I don't think it is because when I was doing Claire's A scenario run and I was doing, her fight with G3, I was wasting so many fire shots and acid shots, and it just wasn't doing anything. Like it really wasn't. And I don't like the electric shock gun. I much prefer the flamethrower. Now we're gonna run out. We're gonna grab, the grenade launcher, like I said. And then we're finally gonna grab that ammo that I was being too cool to grab before. And right after we do this, we're gonna run to the case, and we're gonna finally clear up this inventory because I shouldn't need my gun anymore. Because all we need to do is grab the battery, grab the SMG. That was me checking my time. Grab the SMG, or whatever he calls it, like the Q11. You see all that infinite ammo from the infinite guns from doing the other S plus runs or whatever. This is me grabbing a flash just in case I need it for Mr. X. I don't think you need to grab it. That was me thinking I forgot the bomb, but I forgot that I had already placed it on the wall. So now we're finally gonna grab this stuff. Um, you shouldn't need the flashbang, but you see all those infinite weapons in the case from doing like the other S plus runs. I wish there was something in the menu that like, you know, was like turn it on or off, because it stresses me out like trying to quickly go in the inventory and not grab one of those things, because I'm pretty sure if you accidentally put one of those things in your inventory, since you did the other runs before, whichever one you're trying to S plus now, your S plus is run is gone, because the game is like, oh, we're not going to give you the S plus for having infinite weapons. And obviously, like, yeah, I agree. I shouldn't get the S plus for using infinite weapons, but I just don't like the fact that I could accidentally grab it and then get disqualified. And this is once again, I'm a little bit stressed because I think I might have screwed up. Like I don't have enough inventory, but we have plenty of inventory. Well, not really plenty, but we're gonna run back and we're gonna put everything back once again. That's me checking my time because I think we need to make it back by like 25 or something. Now we're running to the right because Mr. X will spawn on the left when coming out of the office, which is why there's no liquor there. Um, and then all we need right now is we're gonna leave the shield in our inventory because we're gonna use it right before the Birkin fight. But we're gonna put everything else back. I'm still leaving we need the battery obviously, but I'm still gonna leave one flashbang in my inventory just in case, I need to fight him. And I think I grab a heal just in case as well. We're not gonna need it though. Um, so now we're just gonna go ahead and run uh, to all the statues that we've done the code for while Mr. X is stomping around. Luckily, we didn't bump into any of the zombies that we left alive in that room, because that would have been bad since we didn't have anything but our flashbang, and I would have hated to use a flashbang on them compared to Mr. X. So we're just going to grab the lion medallion, we're going to grab the horse medallion, and then we're going to go up, put the battery in the bomb, and grab you know, grab the lady medallion or whatever. And the reason we go up the stairs is if you touch the ladder, that other zombie that's munching down there will realize that you're there. And I wish I knew that for Leon's A scenario run, because that would have made it slightly easier, but that's okay, we know it now. Anyway, back on those, like, I actually get lucky here and Mr. X isn't here, but sometimes he will be here and you'll just have to, like, dodge him, or, like, I brought a flashbang for safety, use a flashbang. About the infinite ammo, like, stuff like that in games is so fun to unlock, but it's like, I played with it for a little bit, and it's just, like, not fun. I think the only time I'm gonna use it is when I try to get the collectibles trophies, and, like, I just don't want to deal with everything else. But, other than that, stuff like gimmicks like that are, like, really cool and interesting to unlock, but they get stale after, like, 2 seconds of playing. Like, I get this intense boredom from it. And Mr. X is on the stairs, so we're going to have to loop around. We're just going to input the medallions, and then we're going to go back and save. Honestly, there's a heal, that we left, that's right by the gate that we first go in when we first get into the RPD. That we first come in from when we get into the RPD, because this is the B scenario. I was saving it, but I forgot to grab it, so when we do start our second save, I'm going to have to grab it every time before the William Birkin fight. And that's it. We're just going to grab what we need for the Birkin fight, and we're going to save, because I really didn't want to have to do that part again. We got lucky with our shots. We got lucky getting away from Mr. X, and I did okay managing my inventory somehow. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time. I love y'all so much. Bye.